Hello everyone, Gary Nicholson here for weatherweb.net. It's your look ahead video for today on Monday the 16th of March. We'll take a look through the details as we go through the next few weeks ahead. If you want the information for the next 2 to 3 days, don't forget to check out the fast forecast video on the video just to the right of this one. And first of all, today we'll have a look at the jet stream chart. This is for today, for Monday, and showing the jet stream and the wind speed at around 30,000 feet above the surface. We've got a stronger jet stream in a wavy pattern out towards the west of the British Isles, and as you'll see on the next couple of charts, that's where a trough of low pressure and lower heights in the upper atmosphere is also located. And just to connect that up with the surface pressure chart, there's the area of high pressure at the surface, around 1050 millibars at its centre here, so quite a strong area of high pressure out across Scandinavia. There's the area of low pressure at the surface out towards our west, will gradually fade away and not really amount to a great deal to go through the days ahead. And there's a small area of low pressure bringing the rain to the south of Europe. Here's total rainfall across Europe for this next week to 10 days ahead, and most of the rainfall across the south of Europe, across Spain, across Italy, across into the eastern side of the Mediterranean, across Turkey and Greece as well. Generally drier across northern and central Europe, for northern France, for Germany, across into Poland, and also into parts of Russia as well. For Scandinavia, rain getting into northern areas as the westerly flow gets in, and also beginning to affect Scotland as we go towards the end of the week. Now, temperature-wise, the chart for Birmingham showing the general trend for the Midlands. We've got a rise in temperatures as we go through the middle part of this week. It's a little bit milder than it has been in recent days, and just tailing off a little bit back to around 10 degrees Celsius as we go through towards the weekend, and hovering around that similar value to go through into next week. The rainfall bars on the bottom showing generally dry conditions and some pickup in some rainfall as we go through next week, even then amounts fairly small. Now, we've got generally benign and dry conditions going forward over these next few days. Just looking towards the back end of the week, and high pressure is still in by Thursday, so still plenty of dry weather and some sunny spells to be found. And for Friday, with high pressure in charge still, but weak fronts coming down from the north with some cloud and patchy rain developing across northern and eastern areas by this stage. Although really rainfall amounts not amounting to a great deal, but may just introduce a fair amount of cloud. And of course, Friday is the day we've got the eclipse passing across the north of the country, so clear skies would be quite desirable here, and keep an eye on that forecast for you as we go through the days ahead. So back to the jet stream chart then. This is the chart then as we go through to next Sunday, and the stronger jet streams to the north of the British Isles are again a waving feature towards the north. An area of low pressure at the surface will be somewhere in here, looking like a changeable pattern with fronts passing the north of the country from time to time, interspersed with ridges of high pressure, bringing a favourable day in between weather systems. And looking at the surface charts for early next week, again, don't take the details too literally, because it's a long way off to get the exact timing of these systems. As you can see, this is Sunday, just moving through Monday and Tuesday, a changeable pattern with low pressure passing to the north of the country and high pressure away towards the southwest, so fronts and rain and stronger winds at times, affecting northern and western areas in particular. Now, looking a little bit further ahead, this is the charts from the CFS model, so a longer range outlook, and again, as always with this model, treated with some caution to get exact details out of it once we go this far ahead. This is week 1 then, ending the 22nd of March. This is through till the end of this week. You can see the generally dry conditions across northwestern parts of Europe. At the end of week 2, this is up until the end of the 29th of March, so until the end of next week, and more rainfall has then developed across northern Europe. That's in line with what we've been showing on the chart so far. A similar pattern through until the week ending the 5th of April, so we've got periods of rain coming off the Atlantic, so a fairly changeable pattern, most of the rain out towards the north and the west, some rain also getting into northern central Europe, whilst towards the south, higher pressure by this stage here, making things that bit drier. Now, towards the second week of April, this is the week 4 for up until the 12th of April, showing drier conditions again then across the British Isles and northern Europe, so the indications here that high pressure may be back in and more settled conditions are developing as we go into that second week of April, whilst more changeable conditions are back across the far south of Europe, although the western Mediterranean not looking like doing too bad. So on the whole, pretty quiet conditions ahead this week to 10 days ahead, and then looking a bit more unsettled as we go through next week, with the Atlantic jet stream getting back in and bringing periods of wind and rain, and even into that first week of April maybe fairly mixed before the signs are there that as we go into the second week of April, high pressure may try and rebuild. And of course, we'll keep you right up to date with all of that as it develops here at weatherweb.net. For now, thank you for watching, and bye for now.